they have pulled hair, slapped, elbowed, kicked.
She'll get too hurt, kuch, insane damage ho jayega, then that's not reversible.
I scraped off my face twice.
I think team sport just teaches you so much at a young age. I hate you guys.
I scored 6 goals that day. It was an amazing feeling. I think that is the moment when...
Mara superstar.
Lelo take all the time in the world. Yeah, just let it be. There's just no scope or hope for you.
My school sort of lacked because it didn't promote sports as much.
I think not just yours, I think majority of the schools just lack that.
Of course I'll win. I was born to be an athlete. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Sports Women's Podcast. My name is Vedika. I'm a former professional tennis player, now working in professional tennis. And I'm here with my co-host, Dhruv.
Hello, I still haven't gotten a hang of this, but my name is Dhruv. We are here today to discuss a few things which are going to be about growing up in sports, and for that we have a very, very dear friend of ours.
Hi, my name is Natasha and I'm a sports person and currently working into branding and marketing.
Tell us a little bit about your journey with sports, badminton, I know.
Yes.
We'd love to know more.
So, I'm the only girl in my family and I've had 5 cousins with me. So, right from a very young age, we had this head-on sports spirit in the family. As you know, boys are very active. So, I used to consider myself among them. And a lot of my elder brothers used to play badminton. So that is something, I always wanted to step into their shoes and do what they are doing. And so I started at 10 and continued it for a good 8 years. Initially, I wanted to do skating. I even pursued it, but I fell twice on my face. I had my entire face scraped off.
It's still very
Did you
beautiful.
have the 4 wala or the straight wala?
I had both. So I started with...
Is it called something?
Can you give context to our audience what you mean by 4 wala and straight wala, please?
Yeah, she used to shaking you.
Yeah, so the straight ones are called inline.
Okay.
And the 4 ones are just called normal skates.
Okay.
So you obviously start on the 4 ones for more balance and understanding because inlines are really hard to balance on.
But you ended up using them.
I ended up
That's
upgrading.
wild.
But then because I scraped off my face twice, my parents were like, you need to switch.
Yeah.
And ever since I was a child, say 3-4 years old, I used to always go watch my brothers playing and there used to be so much excitement and everybody, So it was kind of a thing, okay, they are doing it, why not me?
Yeah.
And so eventually I started playing and then I actually had quite a strict routine as well. Like you were mentioning how you did training. So every day in the morning we would train from about 6 to 8 and 3 to 5 in the afternoon. And then as I grew up, we made it to we used to do 3 sessions. Like when I started pursuing it professionally, when I started playing states. So we would do a morning training, an afternoon session, and then again 7 to 9.
My God.
So basically
It's 6 hours in a day.
Yeah, so basically my entire life was just badminton. And I was probably the only student in my school, half of the things I just missed because I would say, oh, I'm playing.
Yeah.
So they gave me the leverage of missing out on school.
So can you walk us through kind of the experience of being a young badminton player in India? What's the tournaments like? What was your lifestyle like day in, day out? And what were some of the challenges that you went through?
So in terms of from the family side, I think there wasn't anything they pretty much treated me like any other kid. They didn't discriminate or just apart from
Perks of being with 5 brothers.
Yeah, falling and scraping off myself. They didn't say you have to absolutely stop, but they wanted me to. They gave me options why don't you try? Because I think when you're a small kid, your parents often try to, put you in different things because they also don't know what's going to work out for you, right?
Yeah.
And they just thought badminton was a safer option. But in terms of school and when it comes to training, say when you are 10, 11, 12, co-ed is still fine.
Yeah.
Everybody's fine with you hanging out with the boys and playing or competing with them.
Yeah.
Once you slightly say 14, 15, things have a subtle shift, then they are judging you why are you talking with this guy? Or, why do you only want to play with the boys? Or they will start judging you oh, the skirt is too short. Something on those lines.
Yeah.
And even in school, I think because in general also in school there's such less sports people. So everybody in general, they were like, oh yeah, these guys just get special treatment for nothing. So that was a bit difficult because
I loved the special treatment, by the way. Like,
Did you
I
have to go to school?
flaunted it. My mom and dad were very particular that, theek hai, you want to play tennis. And I wasn't a very good tennis player when I was very young. I got good slightly later. So for them, they were like, you need a backup. So education is a must. And both of them are very educated. So they were like, you have to study, you have to study, you have to get a
Right.
master's. Screw bachelor's. They wanted me to get a master's degree. And I was like, mujhe karna hi nahi hai. So I had that pressure from them that you have to do well. But I was always very set on the fact that this is the path I want to go. Like, regardless of whether I don't become a professional athlete, I'm going to do something in sports. That was always etched in my memory.
Okay.
So I think at some point they kind of just got around the idea and decided that they're going to accept it.
I think having a clear vision like really helps.
My story is a lot like Natasha's. Okay, like, so in my school there is, in 9th we used to become vice captains. So in every house there's a captain, a vice captain, and again boy, girl, and one in 9th used to have something called a prefect who would invariably become the sports captain, like in the 10th. So you had sports captain used to be either a boy, girl again. So sports captain, vice captain, captain, whatever, that's it. And then you had school captain and school vice captain. So all vice captains have, in the history of 12 years of my school doing this nonsense, has become a captain in the next year. Everyone. And I think that tradition is still alive till now. It's been, I don't know, it's been like, must have been like some 20 years, 25 years since my school has started doing this. There was one person who has not become
Oh,
the captain.
because you were so
after-
bad as a vice captain.
No, because I was, yeah, kind of. Like, I wasn't bad. I was just like in over my head way too much because I was also the football team captain. I was
Oh, you
also
were that person.
Yeah, I was also
You
like,
were that
You were
person.
I was
that
also
person.
like in the like in elocution competitions or in dramatics. Like, I used to be there. Debates, I used to be there. So I used to be there quite a bit. Like, screen time was massive. Okay. Real estate was massive. So yeah, I mean, it was, I got it over my head. And I'm so glad I did not become a professional superstar, like an athlete, because I would have like had the biggest downfall. There would have been like videos about how they should not have a career like me. So like, I moved schools. So the school infrastructure sort of helped because they had a hockey field and they had like a handball court and everything. So like, our girls handball team was actually the best in the city.
Oh, wow.
So, and they would, like, I've seen a game of handball. I did not know handball can be so aggressive. And I mean, then I saw the Olympic games of handball,
Right.
and they are like aggressive. But I've seen this like school level game, and there was this one school that was like our sister school only, and that was an all girls school.
Yeah.
And like, we hated each other, all right, at all times. So
course.
the handball game between the girls' school, like my school and our rival school,
Yeah.
Bichu gang. So then they have pulled hair, slapped, elbowed, kicked, like all of the like body parts that are being used which were never used for handball. Like, I mean, and the
Okay.
referee is also letting it happen. Like, and then there is like gali galoj. There is like, मैं देखो बाहर देखूंगी तो मिल तो सही
Oh,
आगे
God.
निकल बाहर. I mean,
Maybe this
I
is a
have
Bombay
seen-
thing.
No, and this wasn't in Bombay, by the way.
Oh.
So
we're
that
very refined in Delhi.
No. This was like super like aggressive. So yeah, I mean, I've seen like the evolution of like my school supporting like from
Yeah.
not supporting sports to supporting sports to having an infrastructure which is very, very sports driven. And like, players have gone on to play nationals and so on and so forth, especially the girls teams. But yeah, I mean, it is mad to see that. Having said football, like in my school when I played like properly in the first school, there was no women's team.
Okay.
And that's really sad.
I think this is a good time to segue into like specific sports stories in school and how that kind of helped where we are today.
Yeah.
Maybe from my perspective, doesn't even have to be like from like how it's helped me today, but in general, a sports story that really helped me in life, like that I remember till this day. And I think that has to be basketball, because I think team sport just teaches you so much
Yeah.
at a young age. And having played an individual sport so seriously, I really enjoyed basketball for the sole purpose that I had a team around me. I had people to rely on. They essentially become your friends in
Correct.
school.
Did you play team sports?
No, not really.
Oh, so our
But-
experiences are going to be very different
Yeah.
because I've only played team sports.
Yeah, but I used to play doubles, but it's like a
That's like-
that's like
yeah.
a
Like a
just
small
two
version
persons.
of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm in multi-class,
But-
but I like 5, and then that's what a team sport would feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think with team sports, there's much more a learning curve. Like, it's harder to adjust with like so many people. Imagine like some 4th, 5th person is making a mistake and you lose because of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So that's sort of, I think that pressure, that guilt is much harder to digest.
Yeah, but then also the 4th, 5th person scores a goal, then you win also. No?
Yeah.
So then you're celebrating also with them.
So I'll start with my story.
Yeah.
So this is a sport that I also played, which was track.
Wow.
I was an athletic kid in general. Never really decided that I want to become a track athlete, but होता है ना, because you're fit or whatever. They're like, हाँ sports day पे तुम भागना because तुम fit हो, right? So we used to have houses, Sagar,
Which house were you in?
Vasundhara, Red House.
I was green.
Yeah, Green Gang. Greenhouse represent.
Gross. Anyway.
Your
so,
red house was called Vasundhara.
Vasundhara. Yeah. So anyway, I was working on my fitness. I got this Czechoslovakian tennis coach, and I hated him. Like hated him.
You can say that on record.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope he watches it. He used to make me run in Delhi ki garmi at 12 o'clock because he was like, you're the most unfit athlete I've ever seen. You need to pick it up. So he used to train me really hard, only on my fitness. And I think 6 to 10 months later was sports day, and everyone, my house captain or whatever at the time, this was 9th grade. So he was like, you have to run, you're fit, you're athletic. I was like, okay, I'll run. So he was like, हर race में इसको डाल दो. 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter, 800 meter I ran. So I bought these running shoes, which I didn't own for some odd reason.
Obviously.
And that year, somehow, I managed to get Athlete of the Year.
Wow.
I won medals in every single race.
Wow.
And the athletic, coach that was there, he came to me and he's like, regionals ke liye jana hai tumhe? And I was like, yeah, let's. So we went to Ahmedabad for regionals, and that was my first, it was a very big deal to get selected and go for regionals. And that story I will never forget, because I remember those 6 to 10 months of aggressive crying, screaming, shouting that I hate this coach, I don't want to train, I don't want to do my fitness. And then I saw the benefit of it, and I saw what I achieved just by doing that much. Imagine if I had done even more.
Right.
And that story will always stick to me. That hard work story will always stick with me. And I try to use that in everything I do now.
I honestly have a similar story. After my 10th, I moved to Bombay and I was selected at the Prakash Padukone Academy at CCI. And we used to have this training in the morning at 6 again. And it's a massive ground, like CCI cricket ground. And they used to make us do warm-up laps, 5-7 laps. When I had just started, I just couldn't bear the pain. There used to be 4 coaches, and they used to make sure that you have to continuously run.
Yeah.
And there was a point where, I used to just keep crying. So I'm running, but I'm crying because the pain is so much. And then, once my head coach saw me and she stopped me and she's like, the crying is going to be worth it. And you just have to keep going, take a break, walk, and then keep taking your next steps.
Yeah.
And that sort of really helped me in life in general, sometimes you just have a breakdown. You just want to cry. If you feel like, nothing is in your control. And then you just cry it out, you let it go, and after a while, it just becomes okay.
That's deep. That's deep. I like it.
I love how she shifts, bro. She just goes from cult to if you want to cry and let it go, just let it go.
Different mood today.
There's a football tournament that used to happen in our school, which was an inter-house school football tournament. Okay, so now we are inter-house school football. Okay, so it's a big deal. It's like the event of the year.
Yeah.
Greenhouse has never won.
Was it called Greenhouse?
Yeah, we didn't have.
No, in my school it was called Emerald House.
Oh wow.
No, we were called Greenhouse only. Simple. Keep it simple. So Greenhouse has never won this football tournament ever before. We've reached the finals in the juniors. That was also the team that I was only leading as a captain.
Yeah.
And we were in 6th, I think. जब juniors होता था और 10th, 9th, 10th was seniors. वैसे होता था. 6th, 7th was juniors. Juniors में we've reached one final, lost the final 2-0. Now seniors. Okay, and Greenhouse is usually, I don't know why this is a thing, but I think Red House and Blue House has always been good at extracurriculars and stuff.
Oh yeah.
In
that's
every
the
house,
best.
and then in schools, and majority of the schools, and yellow and green are always struggling to kind of make it. Like it's like in Olympics, like green is like
Tell us the story, Dhruv.
that essentially. So now this is the final day, all right, and we are playing football. And somehow there have been like multiple things that have gone wrong. So the one day we are doing 3 matches. Like Greenhouse is playing 3 matches because
That's intense.
we are playing the first, but we're playing like 60-minute matches.
That's still
60
a
or
lot.
45-minute matches, something like that. But the idea was that like, there was some lot of miscommunication that happened, teams changed, blah, 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 whatever happened. But essentially, 4 houses hote hain. So now what has happened is that the first house, the 2 names that come in, they will play the first match. The second house obviously gets a bye, and the third house is already in the finals, essentially. Okay, so yellow is already in the final. We are playing the first match against red, I think, and then we're playing against blue. So we defeated all 3 of them that same day.
Yeah.
And all the matches went to penalties. And I was leading the team. I scored 6 goals that day.
Wow.
And it was an amazing feeling. I think that is the moment when
Hamara superstar. I feel like yes, parents play a very massive role in the way they raise kids, but
Right.
school is really where most of our learning
the school changes the game. And we are also at that age where, like we go back, we're heavily being influenced by school because that's our only source or whatever. Outside world ke saath, that's our only
Correct.
interaction.
Yeah.
And there have been so many times where in another world we'll be like, नहीं मैम मतलब टीचर ने बोला तो सही है, आप जो बोल रहे हो गलत है. For to our parents, sometimes it's gone that way.
Right.
So when teachers and coaches come home and tell parents that this we've got your son or we've got your daughter, don't worry, they have a great future.
It makes a
ahead.
huge difference.
It changes the game, and
Yeah.
I think that's what my school sort of lacked because it didn't promote sports as much.
I
And
think not just yours, I think majority of the schools just
Yeah.
lack that.
Yeah, but
I
going
think-
back to school being this place where most of our learnings as kids happen,
Yeah.
the learnings of equality, treating boys and girls together, treating kids in general, that everyone is equal, all of those things come from school at the end of the day.
100%.
So the support that you're giving as faculty to a female athlete versus a male athlete should technically be the same.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. I don't think it was when we were growing up, but I think it's become far better now.
our school was just shitty at like promoting sports in general,
Yeah.
right? So it was not like, it didn't matter. Like we had to fight like with our principal and be like, please let us go play this tournament. We are really good. We are really bloody good. And then they would come back and we would come back with a trophy and then they would be like, acha, assembly mein aa jao.
Yeah.
Then they would clap for us and all that nonsense. But we had to really fight. Like, I mean, I think my school life was a lot like what some of the athletes have to go through in their life. I mean, obviously
But
at a
it
much
means
smaller
more. I
scale.
feel like it meant more after going through
It's like
all
fighting
those
the odds.
issues. Yeah.
Like, yeah, and telling ma'am that please can we like finish the exam and then go and play. Like it was unnecessary.
But I think in general, I see like sports is just not focused upon in majority of the schools. It's just like an extra card. Like how many people do you remember, like even your friends who are like,
Do you
say,
think this is an India problem?
yeah.
100%. 100% because
Yeah.
I did my masters in the UK, and when I was applying to schools I was also applying to some, like checking out places in the US as well, and most of their curriculums had like one grade of sports that you had to compulsory go attend and pass to actually graduate.
Yeah.
So that's such an important thing that you're factoring, like, okay, sports and health has to be ingrained with how you're studying and how your life is going to be.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, schools don't like. I mean, PT period le lete hain, teachers aake. Like, did you guys ever have that when like we're not promoting
All the time.
And there's this one teacher. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to name her, but like there is this one teacher. Every school has it, I think. जिसका पोर्शन टाइम पे खत्म नहीं होता एग्जाम से पहले. ठीक है, who's just like कि नहीं मेरे क्लासेस नहीं खत्म हुए बिकॉज मैं पहले ऐसे ये वाली बातें कर रही थी, वो वाली बातें कर रही थी या वो वाली बातें कर रहा था, और आके ऐसे मतलब 10 पीरियड है सपोज आपको साल में पोर्शन खत्म करने के लिए, आपने 8 पीरियड सिर्फ आके बकवास करी एंड देन 2 पीरियड में यू आर लाइक ट्राइंग टू रैप इट अप एंड देन तुम पीटी पीरियड ले लो, गेम्स पीरियड ले लो,
हाँ.
सारे पीरियड्स ले लो, फिर सैटरडे को बुला के एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस लगवा लो एंड
always happened.
बिकॉज यू वांट टू चिट चैट बिकॉज यू डोंट हैव एनीवन एल्स एट होम टू टॉक टू. I'm not even to play.
Deep.
That's hard.
Dhruv and I really wanted to make this podcast about kind of the journey from school and forward. So
Right.
going forward in that timeline, talk to us a little bit about the ending of badminton, or how that kind of stopped. I know it's a touchy topic, and when I talk about tennis, I'll start crying. So don't feel bad if you do this.
Right. So I'm a very passionate person. If I like something, I do it with my whole heart, and I give in everything. So getting selected in the Prakash Padukone Academy was a very big thing for me because you just can't apply for it. Somebody has to
Yeah.
spot you while you're playing and then they offer you the role. So basically, it's a fully sponsored this thing that they take care of you. You just have to play. And I was living alone. I was in the hostel. I was not getting enough nutrition because obviously hostel food sucks big time. And the peers in my college really didn't like me playing because I was the only junior college student who used to go out of the hostel every day. I was given special permission. And then because I was so tired, I used to go for training twice a day. I used to miss some of my morning classes, although my grades were perfect. They were all within how any college grade should be. But then the nuns had a problem. All the girls complained like, oh no, she goes out for badminton, sure, but she also meets her boyfriend. She's also eating outside. So that sort of, put everything in a bit of a jeopardy. And then my hostel guys were like, they called my parents and they said like, she needs to choose. Either you put her up somewhere outside and then she can continue her training because she can't live here anymore and do it. So then my parents were like, are you really going to make this into a career? If not, why don't you just drop it? X, Y, Z. So that sort of, put an end to that. And I was so mad about it. I really didn't touch my racket for like 3 or 4 years. And that sort of anger, kept on building inside me. I was like, how can my parents make me do this? Like, it's such a prestige and an honor. Like, you tell anybody in badminton, like, you got selected in sort of an academy. Yeah, it's a very big deal. And, I just keep feeling like maybe if I didn't have a sibling, then my parents would have moved. Or, there's so many things that you think because if I was a boy and then, I could just stay anywhere.
Yeah.
Like being a girl, getting into a PG or like staying at somebody else's house, it just becomes a add-on security risk for your parents.
Yeah.
So, I used to always keep thinking, if I was a boy, then it would have been so much easier. I could have just stayed anywhere and done anything.
So the additional challenges that we don't think about as athletes.
Yeah, because, as an athlete, especially as a child, the only thing you're thinking is like, oh, I like this game. I want to do this. I want to win.
Yeah.
Your only focus is winning and achieving something. All these factors when it comes to like nutrition or like where you have to stay, or that is something you put on your parents that they need to look after it.
Right.
And when such challenges come up, you really don't know what to do of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And how did you overcome this? Like, I'm sure it still bothers you to a certain extent, but at some level, you made peace with your decision.
Yeah, I think, one thing I've realized in life in general is what is meant to be is meant to be.
Yeah.
You try to move mountains.
Natasha's damn deep today, like really deep.
It is what it is.
No, but it is what it is. You try running behind something. No matter how much you run, you're just not going to get it.
Yeah. This is an important thing to mention, that for all of us who were competing as young athletes, it almost felt at some level like competition was everything. Winning and losing became everything. And now when you play, I feel like the joy of that sport has come back after a point.
Yeah, because it's not like a thing anymore, right? Like we're doing it like out of leisure. We're not doing it out of profession.
I'll give a short version of my long story.
Let's see. Can someone time this, please?
No. This is an
really
important story.
Okay.
So I got recruited to play college tennis in the US, which is an unheard of concept at the time in India. I didn't know many people who had done that, and let alone any girls who had done that. And I went from New Delhi to Staten Island, New York. Oh. I could not tell you where that is on a map. Packed 2 bags and went by myself, didn't know anyone, didn't know where I was going, and all I knew was tennis is becoming a team sport essentially in college, where you have 6 girls. Everyone plays singles, but it's a team.
Right.
And I spent 4 years of my life in Staten Island. Most of that was just training. We had contracts signed, so we weren't allowed to do a lot of things. We had a nutritionist. Our sleep was monitored. Our GPA or our scores, marks were monitored. If you dropped even a little bit, you were in risk of losing your scholarship. You were in risk of not being able to play. And on top of that, we also had drug testing and other such markers that we had to follow, weight checks. So it was a full-on, it was like being a professional athlete, which after playing in India, playing nationals and all that, didn't seem so different. And then I think by the time my third, fourth year came, there was a sense of burnout to an extent because I'd been playing since the age of 6.
Right.
And I'd been so disciplined to the point where I didn't allow myself to have a life outside of it, that tennis was my whole world. It was like the racket was a sixth, finger to me. And 2020 happened. I remember very vividly. I was talking to my coach. We were prepping for a match the next day. We were in season. 2 days later, I had packed everything into a bag and left for India because the world shut down. And that was kind of the end of tennis. So it happened. I didn't get a final goodbye. I didn't get a chance to be like, okay, this is going to be my last match and then I'm going to quit. I didn't get a chance to, stand in front of my entire team and have everyone cheer for me. That didn't happen. So it was it's like you don't get closure essentially, like in a
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
And it was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever gone through in my whole life. And like you said, everything happens for a reason. Lo and behold, 2 years later, I was working at the US Open. And today I'm sitting here helping professional tennis players have a better life.
That's amazing.
And who knew,
That's life
will
full
come
circle.
It's okay. That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
You're supposed to give us a story.
About what? I mean, I don't have a story, but this I've never played professionally, so I can't really have a story. I was never picked by a club where it is great prestigious.
Dhruv is the lamest person on this pod.
I was not
essentially.
because I'm telling you, I'm diversity hire. So I mean, there is no need for me to.
Yeah, we just needed a male
No, I think,
perspective.
Yeah,
this
just for that.
this is a good time to put a bow on it
Oh my God.
and summarize what we spoke about. Essentially, once you're an athlete, you always remain an athlete. And
Correct.
the teachings that sports has taught us from a young age, whether that is adaptability, resilience, perseverance, working with the team, or learning to work individually, is going to be the greatest assets in our lives. Dhruv, please tell Natasha what our favorite segment is.
Our favorite segment is called Hot Takes.
Okay.
And Hot Takes is all about controversial opinions.
Okay.
Things
Unpopular.
Unpopular opinions.
Okay.
Imagine you're on Coffee with Karan and this is your moment. So this is the time when somebody will take a clip of yours and say, this woman is talking crap. Can somebody please cancel her?
Please tell us your hot take when it comes to growing up with sports, school sports, or everything else that we've discussed today.
Oh.
We put you on the spot.
Yeah, I think sports in general is very underrated. I think, like you said, you were talking about how, teachers and students need to make equal efforts to get in. I feel it's the teacher's job. I mean, that's the school's damn job to get us together.
Yeah.
To it shouldn't be an option that you're not interested in PT or you're on your period, so you go take rest. No, that's not an option. Exercise is exercise and has to be done. No, but I feel like it's their job to do it for us. Like students should not be given
That's a
an
hot take,
option.
yeah.
Like, what's the point? Like we are coming to an
Yeah.
education system,
Yeah.
not to do what we feel like.
Oh,
Like
God.
it! Tell
I
us,
love that.
Dhruv, hot
I
take?
love that. My hot take is in this space, while school and growing up, is that sports, one should be, like, I think similar to what she said, should be made mandatory.
Yeah.
From the ages of, say, from the classes of 1 to 5. Because after 5, you are started like developing, you're 10 years old, you're like, अच्छा ठीक है मतलब खेलना है नहीं खेलना है पता है, like that much you can decide for yourself. मजा आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है. लेकिन first standard से लेकर 5th standard तक, that is roughly from the age of 5 to 10, you should be playing sports regularly, compulsorily. They should have like जैसे 4 subjects होते हैं ना हर स्कूल
Yeah.
में कि मतलब optional subjects में ये 2-3 options होते हैं. Sports में they should have like 3-4 options. You can pick whatever you want and you have to play. Not summer camp, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Marks आएंगे, grades आएंगे, सब कुछ होगा. Like it has to be something which is a part of our curriculum where the only way parents will understand that it is important is when it is like put against grades and like इसमें से बच्चे fail हो सकते हैं कि sports में pass नहीं हुआ मेरा बच्चा.
Right.
Very,
I like it.
that needs to
I like
happen.
it. Mine's a little different. I think athletes of any stature, former athletes, make for better employees and better leaders in life.
Ooh. That is a hot take.
That is a hot take, but I think I believe it. Do you think there's a particular reason why girls don't play sports? Is it only the teacher's fault, or is there some type of like intimidation that young girls have? What's your take on that?
I think in general, like families, basically they don't promote like girls playing sports.
Yeah.
or just like, we're still a very patriarchal society.
It's a cultural change.
It's
that
a
needs to
cultural
happen.
change definitely that needs to happen, where it's like, okay, you have to go running, you need to play, you need to exercise.
Yeah.
And that sort of concept needs to like being bought and introduced to people, like the importance of sports, like importance of fitness.
Right.
It's just not men or women or athletes, but I think everyday people, everyday children, need that. And I think girls, because they don't have great examples, like, I was talking at the beginning, like how only like 7 or 8 people out of the entire school are playing professionally. So there are a lot of examples to lead up to like, oh, I also need to become like her, or I need to go exercise or do something.
And it's not even exercise. It's also, as kids, sports teaches you better motor skills,
Yeah.
which both boys and girls need, right?
Of course.
More importantly, as girls, we go through cramps, periods every month, right? Menstrual cycle is not something that's easy to deal with.
Not at all.
Exercise and sports teaches you to deal with it better, because
100%.
your bodies become stronger, you become more adaptable, you become more resilient, and your cramps, this is scientifically proven, exercise helps with your cramps.
Correct.
So it's definitely something that should be promoted from a young age, because I love talking about the youth on this podcast.
Catch him young.
You got to catch them young.
Yeah.
We're going to leave our fans and we're going to settle this on the basketball court.
Okay, we've established it's a basketball court.
What do
Let's
we
take
get
it
if
there.
we win against you?
Nothing. You're not getting anything. I'll buy you a cup of
Let's see
coke.
if we can book a basketball court.
All right, everyone. We're going to go play basketball, but just want to take a moment to say thank you to Natasha for being here. It was a
Yes.
pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we were discussing about growing up with sports, so we decided that okay, we'll come down and play something, because Vedika has grown up in with basketball and tennis, so she has convinced all of us that we should play basketball because she's good at it, because she's already lost to me in a couple of games that we've played in other sports. So now she has to kind of build her whole thing about, I will beat you at something at least, now that I'm doing this podcast. I absolutely don't want to be here because I don't know how to play it. I'm so bad. I will only be throwing air balls. But yeah, you gotta do it, man. It's like, at the end of the day, it's coming out in the open, playing a sport on a Sunday morning. That's what counts. So I'm really excited.
So there's a bit of nostalgia. I used to play in school. So I'm playing almost out of 15 years. So that's a little bit of excitement right there. And let's see, hopefully I've got 2 really good players to play with me. So hopefully we can get some memories going.
I'm very excited to be here today. We are here to do something very serious and very meaningful and valuable. I'll sit here only and you both do this. So today should be fun and it's going to feel like nostalgia, because I'm going to make these 2 do drills that I did when I was a kid. Of course I'll win. I was born to be an athlete. Let's go. Ball niche rakho.
we change the PT teacher?
No.
Petition to change the PT teacher.
I want a whistle so I can be more authoritative.
the teacher. What is the procedure to change the teacher, please?
There's no procedure at all.
school.
Change my school only, that's true.
Are we ready? Can we do some distance between us, because we're really, really close? I stand that side. Ready? Okay,
What are we supposed to do?
Start.
ready?
We're gonna start with this thing.
Hamstring.
Yeah. Are you guys excited about this? Bro, I'm getting mad nostalgia. I don't know why no one's understanding it. Okay, let's stand in a 3-way triangle. I was gonna say 3-way circle.
3-way circle. Love it.
Alright, normal dribbles. Right hand behind your back.
Right hand behind.
Yeah. Keep it close to you. Why is it so far away? Go lower. Now look straight. You're not going to be bouncing while looking at the ball, right? You're going to look at whoever's tackling you. You're going to look at me. Switch.
I want to look at Natasha.
Very good. Very
I want to look
good.
at Natasha. Natasha, I'm looking at you. Huh?
Great.
Don't mess it up. Hey, don't look at the ball, cheater. Hey, cheater.
Okay, switch. Now we go a little bit faster. Come on. You're so bad at this. Switch. Right leg forward, left leg back, and then dribble again. Same thing. Stop bending your back. Bend your knees. Bend your knees.
My back's hurting.
Yeah?
I'm old.
I lost the ball.
So if anyone makes a mistake, they do push-ups. 5 push-ups. Come on. 1, 2. Hey, full push-up karna. Very good. So start with drop passes first. Bounce and pass.
A little harder, no?
Hey, push-ups. Push-ups. 5 push-ups. Full. 1. 1.5.
Shut up.
2.5. 3.5. 3/4.
Oh,
That was a trick. That was mind games.
considering she has not played basketball, she's doing way better than us. That was too soft. Very good. If there was a sport that you guys could play professionally, what would it be? You can't say badminton.
I think tennis.
I like her already.
I always wanted to play, but
Now go chess pass.
What would you play, Vedika?
I'd be a gymnast.
Gymnast.
Yeah, it looks so cool. Like imagine people on the beam. Have you ever seen Simone Biles? Like it's actually artistic.
Fair.
So always when you do chest passes, right foot forward or left foot forward, so you essentially put your body weight into it. I would never pass like this if you were in the middle.
Why not?
Because he's too tall, bro. He'll intercept it very easily.
No, but like if you go with a loop,
I have a disadvantage. The sun is in my eyes.
it's fine, yeah.
we
People
won't
play
give you
with-
push-ups.
Yeah, push-ups.
But then every
Go to hell. I hate you both. Go in the middle.
you know what it's called? We used to call it like
You have to try and intercept, no?
you have to be in the center.
Yeah, I'm in center only.
How are you in the center?
Oh,
Abhi cut
Ball
it into
chali
a- cut
gayi.
it into a basket, okay? That needs to be cut into a basket shot.
okay. Natasha's in the center now.
I hate this.
Oh,
That was close. Let's take pani break, then we'll go.
Why? Come in the middle now.
Okay, fine. I hate you guys. मैं इतनी छोटी नहीं हूँ. I'll sit here only, then you both do this.
Now you pass from the side.
You think I can't do this? Why are both of you ganging up against me?
Because you're the better player.
I have good reflexes. नहीं जाएगी, नहीं जाएगी.
थोड़ा पास से प्यार से.
But this is easy now if you're H, strike one.
यार ये छोड़ दे तो खेलना पड़ा है. मैंने कहा छोड़ ही दे.
That was a clean one. So clean.
Winner gets a chicken
Come on.
dinner.
What is this? What is this
throw,
motion?
yeah. What is this throw? Okay,
So
now
we're
let's start.
H80.
Yeah, H80.
H80.
Oh.
No! Almost. Huh. What is... Use your left hand for support, na? Okay. H-O.
Now first she starts. She picks
हाँ.
up location now.
Pick up
आगे से आगे.
Pick up the location. What is this, bro? No, यार
Yeah.
मेरी यहाँ से तो कभी नहीं जाएगी.
Yes.
This is the hardest. Natasha.
H-O-R.
H-O-R. यहाँ से करो, यहाँ से. Tell him he's cheating. You're so bad. It's not even a joke. It's just not a joke anymore.
Yeah, I'm quite bad.
Me and bro are hitting it.
Yeah, just like so
Like
bad.
how bad can you get?
Oh my god! Somebody who's a trash talker and a regular player of basketball.
regular player? I've
cannot
played in
even
10
get
years.
That. Okay, wait. So the difference between somebody who's played twice and somebody who's played regularly is that one alphabet. Really? Are you kidding me?
Okay.
I get to pick a spot now.
Okay.
We're going 3-pointer, baby. We're going Steph Curry on this.
Are you mad?
We're
Don't
going
be
Steph.
lame.
We're going Steph.
At least give us some angle. No, या बीच से क्या करने की जरूरत है? ले लो, take all the time in the world. Yeah, just let it be. There's just no scope or hope for you.
यार तो अगर एयर बॉल नहीं हुई ना तो पॉइंट नहीं. नो एयर बॉल पॉइंट.
Oh, that was close.
मतलब क्या मेरा
That
भी
was
रिम
so
पे लगा.
close.
मेरा भी रिम पे
So
लगा.
close.
What do you mean so close?
चले जाएगा
मेरा भी रिम पे लगा है।
चले जाएगा नताशा
नताशा अभी जैसे फेंकती ना वैसे
या पीछे
अभी एक्चुअली वैसे फेंक।
या
या
HORS
S हो गया मेरा.
नहीं yours is not done
Yours अभी हो रहा है।
sorry
ये देखो मेंटल गेम्स खेलती है देखो, दिस इज व्हाई वी हैव टू हेट ऑन हर, शी डज ऑल दिस।
you're distracting her, let her play.
बॉल बाहर जाता ना तो फिर HORC डबल होता है।
Now who's picking?
Now yours, no, हाँ या योर वेदिका yours,
The last.
वेदिका yours, you have to pick a spot now.
Yeah, I'll pick a spot.
Make it like a little possible spot for us.
It's possible, मेरी भी नहीं जाएगी.
Air ball, oh my god, so bad.
एक ही गई है वेदिका.
HORS,
I know.
HORS.
हाँ. No, I'm not at HORS yet.
Yeah.
I'm at HORS. Sorry.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
bad.
that was good.
Not bad.
That was good.
It was possible. नताशा आउट हो गई है. ध्रुव भी आउट ही हो जाएगा. यहाँ से तो नहीं जाएगी तेरी. रहने दे.
Come on.
I don't think you have that much anticipation skills that you think you will get it from here.
Correct.
Oh! God's on my side today.
I don't want to play this.
Good job.
I don't want to play this anymore.
That was a good game. I like
That
it.
was so close. Okay, Vedika, you still have to go one more, huh?
Why?
At least because you've only basket, like एक basket में गया अभी तक.
I know.
शर्म आनी चाहिए.
I know.
Free throw तो चला जाएगा.
नहीं
वो भी नहीं
जाएगा.
गया. वो भी नहीं गया.
We'll do it from a weird angle.
Do it from a simple angle first, ना.
No.
You're not able to do it from a simple angle also. See, good job. 7 में से 2 गए. Don't need to walk like that. 7 में से 2 गए, ठीक है? Keep walking away.
दो तो गए, तुम्हारे तो गए नहीं एक भी. Okay, tell us, but how was your basketball experience? Like, do you like the sport? Are you going to play from tomorrow?
Did you want to
on?
play badminton? I wanted to play badminton.
Everything is not about badminton. Just the way everything is not about tennis.
Yeah, oh yeah. Nice.
Makes sense. But I think because badminton is so much easier, because I've played for so long.
Yeah.
It's just the easiest
It's not
sport to
easier.
go.
I
By
mean, I would
any
have been equally bad at badminton also.
Yeah,
so it's not
same.
really
Yeah, but I would have been much better.
Okay,
So
what was
I'm
your
like-
favorite drill that we did today?
Did we say none?
What do you mean?
I think it was the one where you put the person in the middle.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
intercept
that
one was really fun.
I won that one. And
You-
something
did?
good. Something good happened.
Who said you won?
Did you? I don't remember you winning a ball from me.
I did though.
We can't do this every time.
I have marks that
We
you
want to
hit me.
end on a positive note.
Yeah, we want to end
Yeah,
with
we're
some
going to end on a
positive.
positive note. I think our
But it was
consensus is that our favorite drill was the intercepting one.
Yes.
And that's basically to say that we just like competition in
That's
general and winning. That's
That's
the
true. I mean,
goal.
we established that in the episode, right? Like talking about like growing up with sports and everything.
Yeah.
We've sort of established that we are like really competitive as people,
Yeah.
and we would love to see that side of us come out.
It
all
was
the
like,
time.
yeah, but it was like in school, you know, you never want to do the work or the skills or the drills and you just want to go and play
Yeah,
a game.
That's what.
Yeah.
That today was all about that. You know, you just come like Dhruv has played only twice.
Yeah.
I have played like 15 years ago. You have played like 10 years ago, and we were just there to like catch. I think basketball is a great sport to just like if you want to catch up.
Yeah.
There's no stress. You don't need like equipment or anything. You just wear shoes, get a ball, throw some baskets, try your luck.
And look like you don't know how to
And
play.
look like you don't know how to play.
Look
at all.
like
No, look like you know how to play.
But like not be able to play.
yeah,
At all.
we just like cut for the best shots.
I
Just
feel like
throw
this
some-
episode made me really emotional. Like super emotional. Yeah, dude, it was such a fun time of life. Like when we were in school, not a care in the world, no stressors, nothing. The only thing that was important was like wake up in the morning and go play. And we used to complain about that also, like waking up.
Yeah, like remember how we used to play like in the morning and the evening and then like play again later.
I don't think I have that energy anymore. Like twice a day.
But it was great. I think we should.
I had fun.
Yeah.
I think I'll go and start like taking some basketball lessons now. Maybe.
यार तुम रहने दो.
You can take some coaching from Vedika.
Yeah, I'll teach you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want my morale to be up and not down.
Okay, let's
But
go.
yeah, let's go.
I want breakfast.
This was nice. It was so much fun. We should do this again.
Can we do you know how when you start the match, they do the cheer, the team cheer, yeah, like
Really?
school,
What?
yeah, like my
What do
school,
they do? What do you do?
like when you huddle with your team and then the captain gives a speech. I used to do that, so I'll give the speech, okay, and then we'll be like, yeah,
But
today.
what are you talking about? What is?
When you just come, get up. She's one third up.
Wait, it's a team.
We're huddling.
No, it's a team.
No, wait, left one.
No, I've taken on the right.
Okay, fine.
Because I took one off. I thought we were wrapping up the
We are wrapping up with
Hey,
Vedika.
let's huddle. Let's ready. What do we say?
You're a captain.
We'll do 3, 2, 1, TSW.
TSW.
Okay, ready? 3, 2,
1.
TSW.
So bad.
Do it.